And starting in 2017, we make the Chardonnay in concert with a winemaker named Drew Voigt. And between the two of us, we've come up with a style that I really was exactly what I wanted to do when we set out to make Chardonnay. We're really looking for a fruit-driven style that still has, that's not over oak, but has some oak and that has really good texture. So the way we make this particular wine, in some years we make two different Chardonnays, and the only difference is that with the second one, which would be this one, we give it an additional 8 months of aging at the end in stainless steel, but which has less to do with the stainless steel than the fact that we take the yeast out of the barrel with it and let it sit on that yeast in stainless steel for 8 additional months. And that we call our Scarlet's Reserve, which is what this is. This is the 2019 Scarlet's Reserve. So it gets up, the thought behind that is a little like you would make sparkling wine. We want to let it sit on those dead yeast cells. It imparts a little bit more of a creamy mid palate to the wine. Also gives it a little bit of a brioche character aromatically. But the other Chardonnay that we were already sold out of, the other 19 Chardonnay, the regular, the non-reserve Chardonnay, I thought was just as good as this. It was, in fact, I don't know, I always go back and forth because when you transfer this and let it sit for an additional 8 months, you always do it at just slightly at the expense of some fruit. So you're adding a little more complexity, you're expensing a little bit of fruit. But this particular wine, what we do with the Chardonnay here is we barrel ferment and barrel age it, but it's all done in big barrels called pungents. And the reason for that is because we like the texture that we get from putting white wine in oak and aging in oak. But we really don't want the oak aromatics to cover up the aromatics we're trying to get out of the vineyard. And those aromatics, the aromatics we're trying to get out of the vineyard are those nice kind of pear aromatics. We're trying to pick Chardonnay in the middle of the ripening spectrum. If you pick it really lean, you get this tart lemon and green apple, and a lot of people are picking it at that stage now, and then they're wrapping it in heavy toast small barrels. And it's a style that people are doing, and they're getting these great scores on them, and I really don't like them at all, but they're getting great scores, and so they're continuing to do them. They're trying to imitate Burgundy, I think, is the idea behind it. I think it's misguided, but that's just we like to pick it, and then if you pick Chardonnay ultra ripe, it would be tropical, it would be pineapple, and we don't like that either. We want to get it in the middle where it's that nice pear aromatic. That's really what we're looking for. And then we want to wrap it in this nice creamy mouthfeel. We really like that textural. So I'm like really, really happy with what's happened with the Chardonnay program here. And that's, big Drew Voigt, who helps us with this. He's a very good winemaker, and so he brings a lot to the table on this wine. And the first Chardonnay we made was good, but not nearly as good until Drew got involved. And we actually oxygenate the juice before we ferment it. So we pump a bunch of oxygen into it to drop out all the harsh phenolics, and let them bind with that oxygen and drop the harsh phenolics out. So we start with this very clean juice. And this is exactly when we started to make Chardonnay. That's exactly what I wanted. So it's so we're just going to keep that style. We just keep this doing what we're doing with it forever, probably.
Well, this concludes our trip to the Yamhill-Carlton AVA. You can find extras on this region and on Lenné Estate by visiting our YouTube channel. While you're there, take a moment and subscribe. Join us on our next episode, when we visit Youngberg Hill in the McMinnville AVA and speak with owner Wayne Bailey about his wines and sustainability on the Scenic route.